What's up guys, it's Lord of the Cubes, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing 4 puzzles, 2 of which are from DianSheng, and 2 of which are from ZePuzzles. So half of them are going to be non-WCA puzzles that are like magnetic speed cubes, and half of them are going to be like classic 3D printed non-WCAs. Let's get right into this with the Carnation Tetrahedron. I've seen a lot of pictures of this online, and it took me like a really long time to figure out how it's turned. But it would appear that you offset it like this, and then you can turn the centers like this, which is really cool. So despite what it looks like, this actually is a shape mod of a ready cube, or if you want a closer relative, it's like the coin tetrahedron, but with each of the corners rotated 60 degrees before the cuts were made. But that also equates to just a shape mod of a ready cube. Nonetheless, this looks like it'll be a fun solve. Let's scramble it. One thing I'm noticing right out the gate is that it's really hard to like get these to be aligned right. In fact, it looks like they're magnetized here, 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 and here, where really they should be magnetized like this so that you can actually do the turns, which is really weird. I don't know if that's like, that's probably not intentional, right? Like, I don't know why they would do that. I don't know, it's pretty weird either way. Anyway, that looks scrambled enough for me. Let's get solving. So I think what I'm gonna do here is just like solve the pieces around each of the tips, and it'll kind of reduce itself to an easy state. I mean, it's a ready cube, I don't need to explain myself. You guys probably know how to solve a ready cube if you're watching this video, and if you don't, you should probably buy one, because ready cube is really fun, and it's like a fun one to learn how to solve, especially if you're like new to like figuring out puzzles yourself. It's a good one to figure out. Alright, so one corner down, this one's already got one in. Yeah, it's really hard to like get it aligned enough to turn it. That's my only complaint with this. Otherwise it's great. Like if they had magnetized it so it's not like 1/3 of the way through the turn and it's actually halfway, so you're actually able to easily align it to a spot where you to be able to turn it, that would be perfect. So see, I can't, it's really hard. All right, well that's 2. We just have 1 left now, but we got to do like a U-perm type thing. U-perm, what am I talking about? All right, now that we've done that, we can just turn these back and it is solved. I don't know who LX squared is. I don't know if that's a designer logo or what. Maybe it says on the box. Okay, so LX squared is the inventor of this apparently. So yeah, good job LX squared. This is a pretty cool puzzle. That's 1 puzzle down. We've got 3 to go. And the next one is gonna be the other DianSheng puzzle in this video. It is called the Dual Octahedron, better known as the Traitor's Octahedron, because it is in fact just a 3x3 in the shape of an octahedron. Now I've actually unboxed one of these before, and I actually have designed one as well as like a 3x3 extension mod, but the difference between that and this one is that this one is actually a speed cube. And I always thought this was one of the more underrated 3x3 shape mods until FTO blew up and now it's back in business. All right, here it is. We've got that DianSheng logo. They've used the standard octahedron color scheme. I personally would prefer that they used pink here, but you know, this is still pretty good. All right, the turning is surprisingly worse than this one, but it'll probably break in better, I hope. Let's scramble it up. I don't really feel like timing myself on this, honestly. I probably get an embarrassing time anyway. You've probably noticed I haven't uploaded in like over a month because of school, so you know, I've not been cubing very much lately. All right, guess that's good enough for me. Now I know this isn't normal, but I just do it for fun. I like to solve this like 1 side at a time, which sounds stupid. Well, you know what I mean, right? Like the same way you'd solve a ready cube on like the white face, then build up to the yellow, you know? I do that on this. There's no way that's like the most efficient method or whatever, but I don't really care, it's fun. You know, just because I bought the speed cube doesn't mean I actually plan on speed solving it. All right, that's all the edges done. So now we can literally just do like a triple sledge to cycle these corners. Not having to worry about corner orientation is like awesome on this. I did something wrong, I'm not sure what. Oh wait, I know exactly what I did wrong actually. All right, let's try this again then. Leave it to me to screw up an algorithm that's literally just triple sledge. I haven't been away for long enough to excuse that. But anyway, I solved it. It's pretty cool. It's just like a little bit slower. Like, I don't even know like how to describe it. It just feels like a tiny bit like gummier than like a normal Rubik's Cube, you know? Even at like this puzzle, for example, you can probably tell it's like a little bit slower. I don't know. Overall, it's pretty cool, and it is technically the best speed 3x3 octahedron on the market because it is the only speed 3x3 octahedron on the market. So yeah, that's puzzle number 2, and now we get into the 3D printed stuff from ZePuzzles. So I am a little bit anxious for this first one here because it's a 1x5x5. Now I do kind of need to give you guys some backstory on this. a couple videos ago, hopefully you saw it already, if you haven't, watch it now, but I unboxed this, the 1x4x4. Now it was really stiff at first, and then it broke in, and then it broke out, and pieces were everywhere, and it wasn't fun. I don't know if it was like a stripping issue or what, like with the core. In any case, from what I've heard, it is not a common thing. This was the exception, not the rule. So I'm going into this with an open mind, and they've redeemed themselves if this doesn't explode. So let's see. All right, here it is. We've got a little card. Apparently they're also making them in blue and pink. Oh, this is actually easy to open. Let's go. That's one thing that ZePuzzles does a good job at, not making their boxes like stupid and hard to open, because for someone who does a lot of unboxings, I'm actually extremely bad at unboxing things and like opening boxes. Anyway, here's the 1x5x5. I've been waiting to have one of these in my collection forever. The outer edges are like quite a bit thicker compared to the like 1x4x4, like proportionally, but it's okay because that's kind of a necessity. I don't think they could make it much thinner than it is, just the way the mechanism is. Obviously it's impossible to have a proportional 1x5x5 as it is for a 1x4x4, and pillowing it was a pretty good solution to that. So far, no explosions. I think we're good. Yeah, well, this is cool. All right, well, let's scramble this. Let's scramble this and solve it, and then we're gonna judge it from there. I actually think this one's gonna be a lot better, which I am very happy about, because I've wanted a 1x5x5 for years. This actually completes all the floppy puzzles I would want in my collection, you know, because I'm not interested in the floppy 6x6 or 7x7s that they're making now. I really only need up to 5x5. So at this point, I basically have almost every cuboid I actually want in my collection. I'm just missing a few more. Anyway, this is all scrambled up now, so let's start solving it. I'm gonna start with the centers, I think. I don't really have a method for this. I forget what I did on the 1x4x4, at least, you know, up until it died. Oh, okay. Accidentally did the edges. That's cool. Can I just do this? Is there like a? How do I? What's the strat here for the centers? Because it's just a floppy cube, but I'm stupid, so I don't know what to do about this. Can I just do this? Oh, I am stupid. Okay, well I figured it out, guys. Again, it's been a long time. Cut me a little bit of slack. Okay. So edges are like that, and like this. Oh, okay, it's solved. Well, it would have been reduced to a floppy cube anyway. This is actually super fun. I want to solve this more now. Okay, ZePuzzles, you have officially redeemed yourself. This is awesome. And I do think it's super cool that ZePuzzles is making, like, you know, 3D printed puzzles. It's not something you see very often these days, especially on big sites like the Cubicle, although Canyon Cubes, who I was previously partnered with, actually did recently get onto the Cubicle. I'll let you guys know if any of more of my puzzles get mass produced by Canyon. We are planning some stuff. That's all I'll say for now. Anyway, there's the third puzzle, and here is the final one, which is the Master CTO, also by ZePuzzles. Whoa, it's shiny. Wait, this is actually really cool. And the puzzle was also really cool. This is another one that I've wanted for a while. I actually asked Jacob Cubing for the files at one point for his Master CTO, and I just never got around to 3D printing it. I'm pretty sure this puzzle is not the one designed by Jacob Cubing, though. This is just a separate Master CTO. Like the other one, this uses the standard Octahedron color scheme, which is, you know, fine by me. I do like that they used like a darker gray to contrast with white. First turns. This is actually really good. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is good. I strongly recommend this. Did this like... Okay, so we've got like a little bit of Rubik's 4x4itis going on with this, like, tip, but I don't really care. It's a tip. I am not going to end up solving this in this video. This is the only one I'm not going to solve in this video just because of, like, the amount of pieces, and I'm probably going to embarrass myself by doing something stupid. But yeah, this is awesome. Like the Trader's Octahedron, is very closely related to the CTO, except obviously this is just a 3x3 octahedron, where this one is actually a 3x3 octahedron, but there's no 3x3 corners, and they obviously added the tips. And then this is a 4x4 version of that. Let's do a size comparison now that I have both the Master CTO and the Master FTO, and they are pretty much the same size. This one is, I think, a tiny bit, yeah, this is a tiny bit bigger, the Master CTO. And of course the tiles are sticking out, so that's also a factor. I do find it really funny that the tips seem to be like the stiffest part of this puzzle, but I guess they're doing something right if that's the case with the other layers, because holy crap, this turns way better than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, with this one specifically, I was like afraid it would be like requiring a lot more effort to turn. But like genuinely, I think this one might actually be faster than the... Yeah, actually, I think this might actually be faster than the Speed 3x3 Octahedron, which is really funny to me. Amazing. Okay, you know what? Let's do a checkerboard, or like the closest thing you can get to a checkerboard, and then do these with the outer layers. Oh, this is gonna look so messed up, actually. I can't wait. All right, so this pattern, this is thoroughly messed up, and I love it. Well, that's the last puzzle I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It is good to be back. I'm not going to make any promises because I'm not going to keep them if I do, but I do have some pretty big plans for this summer in terms of designs. And also, I will be at North American Championships, so come visit me. I'll get a designer booth, so I'm hoping to see people there. One more thing I should say while I'm here, I did actually have DianSheng comment on one of my videos previously, and I also had ZePuzzles comment on my last unboxing. I kind of set this up to make it feel like it would be a contest between DianSheng and ZePuzzles, so the quote-unquote winner of this unboxing is just going to be whoever comments on the video first. And on that note, this is Lord of the Cubes signing off. This one seems like it'll be the easiest to spin.